Hello and welcome to our news roundup for tonight. First in our news, the representatives of the Associative Movement of Tipaza Province expressed their concerns and proposals to the advisor of the President of the Republic in charge of the Associative Movement and the national community abroad, Nazih Baramdan. On this occasion, it's a question to promote the performance of the associations by making a shift from the classic action used to the assistance of the government to a professional associative movement effective in the field. According to the participants, they are in need of an active civil society for a new and a prosperous Algeria. Nazih Baramdan said that the new constitution attaches civil associations a particular attention. This reflects the conviction of the President of the Republic of the important role that the civil society and the Algerian community abroad are called upon to be at the disposal of their country. Later in the day, the advisor of the President of the Republic went to Bouira province, where he met with some actors of the civil society. Here he affirmed the strong political will to promote the performance of civil society. He expressed the need of an active mobilization of all the children of Algeria, without exception, during the current conjuncture the country is living. He encouraged the participation of all the actors from all fields. After listening to their concerns and proposals, Nazih Baramdan hailed the efforts of the civil society to become more professional and bring about a deep change in our society at the doorstep of a major national event. The leader or sheikh of the Tijaniya Quranic school, known locally as Zawiya Tijaniya in Tlemcen province, Mohammed Laid Tijani, hailed the content of the new constitution in a statement to the Algerian state television. He said that it's a constitution which lays the foundation of a modern state. The sheikh of the Quranic school called on the different fringes of the Algerian society to participate massively in the referendum of November 1st. He added that the cornerstone and a founding act for the new Algeria is indeed the constitution. He highlighted that the edification of a new republic all rests on this constitution that gathers all the desired change at all the levels, economic, political, and social. He further stressed that this requires the establishment of new mechanisms to ensure our development in all the fields. The Algerian people expressed their will during the protest movement in a peaceful way and set an example in patriotism to all. So now we're calling on everyone to participate in the concretization of the demands of the people in the national elections, he concluded.
The National Trade Union of Magistrates met in an ordinary session. Its head, Is'ad Mabrouk, said that the draft constitutional amendment includes new provisions on the judiciary power, capable of contributing to the consecration of a true independence of justice, in particular with regard to the new component of the Superior Council of the Magistracy. He added that the draft constitutional amendment includes new and significant provisions in matters of judicial power. He is hopeful to see the organic clause devoted to the effective independence of magistrates and even to guaranteeing a real judicial security. The new composition of the Superior Council of the Magistracy is likely to devote a true independence of justice, in particular in the event of attachment of the magistrates in the roles assigned to them, by accomplishing the missions that the deontology imposes on them. This council's pillar is mostly made up of elected magistrates, as well as 2 members of the National Union of Magistrates, given that the Vice President of the Superior Council is ensured by the Chairman of the Supreme Court. The Justice Minister and the General Prosecutor are no longer members of this body. This change will give a momentum to this council, which will be responsible for guaranteeing the independence of justice, unlike the former text, which entrusted the President of the Republic with this mission.
146 new confirmed cases of coronavirus were registered in Algeria during the last 24 hours, while 109 people have recovered and left hospitals. 6 new deaths were also recorded, according to the spokesman of the National Commission in charge of monitoring the evolution of the coronavirus pandemic, Professor Jamal Fourar, in his daily briefing. The start of the academic year 2020-2021 is marked with the coronavirus pandemic that concerns parents who have many questions, particularly the degree of contamination among children. Rania, a pediatric professor at the Bitraria Hospital here in Algiers, said that in the contrary to what was said at the outbreak of the pandemic, that the child might be a potential contaminator. Now, after 7 months, the studies have shown that a child is weakly a contagious contaminator, but he could in fact be contaminated by an adult. Therefore, she stressed the necessity to respect preventive measures in order to protect our loved ones and reduce the spread of the coronavirus in schools. Compliance with health measures and vigilance remains essential.
The prestigious Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to the World Food Programme, WFP, for its efforts to fight hunger and for its contribution to improve the conditions in conflict-affected areas and the leadership efforts to prevent the use of hunger as a weapon of war. At the Palace of Culture Mufti Zakaria here in Algiers, a new generation of artists are now exhibiting their masterpieces in a festive atmosphere. This art gallery is decorated with unique, beautiful shapes and colors, making a harmonious mixture. Each painting here conveys its own emotional story. This art gallery organizer says that the gallery has many types of paintings, from contemporary to naive art. Many Algerian artists of all generations displayed their paintings here. Indeed, this art exhibition is vibrant and rich in different colors, where various materials and styles were used to define the artist's particular touch.
The national football team inaugurated its return to competition by a 1-0 praiseworthy victory over Nigeria in a friendly game held in Austria, before playing Mexico in another friendly match next Tuesday. And that's it for our news roundup. Thanks for joining us. Good night.